Inflammation is often cast as the villain in conversations about health, but that's only part of the story. In its essence, inflammation is a fundamental and life-sustaining biological response, an internal alarm system designed to protect and repair the body. When you sprain your ankle, the swelling and redness that follow are not signs of damage alone, but evidence that your immune system is hard at work, flooding the area with healing compounds. The same response happens inside your body when you get a cold or a mild infection, though less visible. This carefully choreographed system, when working correctly, is an indispensable part of how we recover and remain resilient. However, the real issue begins when this response is no longer temporary. Chronic inflammation, unlike its acute cousin, is silent, persistent, and harmful over time. It simmers beneath the surface, contributing to a wide array of long-term health conditions, including heart disease, diabetes, certain cancers, and autoimmune disorders. The good news is that while chronic inflammation is a concern, the tools to reduce it are not locked away in laboratories or expensive treatments. They're often already on our plates. The food choices we make daily can either fan the flames of inflammation or help extinguish them. A recent large-scale study from the United Kingdom, published in Nutrients in April 2025, sheds encouraging light on how diet, especially sources of protein and dietary fiber, plays a pivotal role in managing inflammation. The data, drawn from over 128,000 participants in the UK Biobank, is particularly robust, offering insight into older adults and the potential influence of dietary habits on inflammatory markers in the blood. Researchers measured levels of C-reactive protein, CRP, a well-established biomarker for inflammation, to assess how dietary intake of plant-based proteins, animal proteins, and fiber correlated with inflammation across various health backgrounds. The results point in a hopeful direction. Individuals who consumed more plant-based proteins and higher levels of dietary fiber consistently had lower CRP levels, indicating reduced inflammation. This pattern was especially strong in people managing multiple chronic health conditions. Those who arguably need anti-inflammatory support the most. In contrast, diets high in animal protein and low in fiber were associated with higher inflammation. These findings aren't just academic. They reinforce a growing body of research, suggesting that the foundation for disease prevention is often built with whole, plant-forward eating patterns. This is a vital and empowering message. It tells us that our everyday food choices carry immense weight and that positive change doesn't require perfection, only consistency. For those seeking to reduce inflammation, the solution may begin with something as simple as swapping a meat-based lunch for a hearty lentil stew, adding a handful of nuts to a snack, or trading refined grains for fiber-rich whole grains like quinoa and barley. Foods like beans, legumes, tofu, tempeh, seeds, and nuts are not only excellent sources of plant protein but also offer complex carbohydrates, antioxidants, and phytonutrients that support a diverse and healthy gut microbiome. Gut health, in fact, is central to this story. The relationship between gut bacteria and inflammation is deeply intertwined. When you eat fiber-rich foods, you feed the beneficial microbes in your intestines. These microbes then produce short-chain fatty acids that help regulate immune function and reduce systemic inflammation. It's a remarkable, symbiotic process. Your gut feeds your body what it needs to heal and protect itself, but only if you give your gut what it needs to thrive. Incorporating probiotic-rich foods like yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, and miso can further enhance this process. These foods provide the beneficial bacteria themselves, which, in combination with fiber, the prebiotic food for these bacteria, create a powerful one-two punch for reducing inflammation. Although the study grouped all animal proteins together, it's important to note that not all animal proteins are equal. Fermented dairy and omega-3 rich fish, for example, may actually support anti-inflammatory pathways, which suggests that variety and moderation, not rigid restriction, are key to a sustainable, anti-inflammatory diet. Moreover, plant foods that aren't typically celebrated for their protein content, such as leafy greens, berries, carrots, and whole grains, also play a crucial role. These foods offer a wide range of bioactive compounds that combat oxidative stress and support immune balance. Eating a colorful variety of fruits and vegetables ensures a broad spectrum of micronutrients and antioxidants, which are essential for maintaining a healthy inflammatory response. There's also power in knowing that nutrition is not the only modifiable lifestyle factor. Physical activity, sleep, and stress management all play vital roles in regulating inflammation. Regular movement, even as simple as walking, can reduce CRP levels. Adequate sleep gives the body time to repair, and stress reduction practices like meditation or time in nature can profoundly influence inflammatory markers. These habits complement dietary efforts and form the backbone of holistic health. While this study did have limitations, such as its reliance on self-reported data and a primarily white British population, it offers meaningful insights that align with existing global research. The bottom line is clear. Diets rich in plant proteins and dietary fiber are consistently associated with lower levels of inflammation, which can reduce the risk of a wide range of chronic diseases. For people managing complex health issues or simply aiming to prevent them, this is not just encouraging, it's actionable. In a world overwhelmed by quick fixes and extreme diets, this research reminds us that sustainable health often begins with simplicity. Add more plants. Feed your gut. Choose diversity in your meals. These are small shifts with potentially life-changing outcomes. We don't need to fear inflammation. We need to understand it. And from that understanding comes a deeper empowerment to nourish our bodies, calm our immune systems, and support long-term vitality, one meal at a time. Would you like a personalized list of plant-based meals to help get started?